Ryan Garcia steps on the scale over a month before his fight with Gervonta Davis, and he's already down to 146. Come on, let's talk about it. Catch weight, rehydration clause. Really though? What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Ego Weight Watchers, aka EW, where I give you a look into the fighter lifestyle before, after, and progress picks, especially when they have an upcoming fight. Gervonta Davis, Ryan Garcia, April 22nd. This is DJ Easy, right? So let's talk about the Weight Watchers. Ryan Garcia posted a picture, presumably of him on the scale, and I just say that because you can only see the scale, and he says, feeling great. The weight that registers, that reads on the scale, is 146 pounds. So right then and there, old media looks crazy. But what do you mean, Ego? I thought you never asked. So let's talk about it. When Ryan Garcia came out, or the information came out that this fight was happening at a catch weight, that was one thing. But I felt the rehydration clause got a little bit more hate than I expected from old media. Now, I've already talked about in other videos how a lot of the people hating happen to be Canelo fans. And that's just ironic because Canelo had back-to-back catch weights, and he put back-to-back rehydration clauses on people. So they can't say anything. But now with Ryan Garcia posting this picture of him at 146, you have even less reason to try to create this narrative that Ryan's going to be weight drained. I mean, Ryan Garcia himself, he initially said, I can make the weight no problem. I don't like to gain a bunch of weight, you know, the night of the fight anyway. So that works just fine. Oscar De La Hoya says it won't be a problem, right? Then the next day at the LA presser, Tank was bagging on his fit and, you know, trash talking, saying they're gonna have to pick you up. And he's like, man, if all I got is a left hook, why you scared? Why you scared? Why'd you have to weight drain me? I mean, some fans ran with it. Old media ran with it. But now you look foolish, because how is Ryan gonna say, how are you trying to weight drain me, if over a month before the fight, he's already at 146? So the fight is taking place a pound over the lightweight division, which is 135 pounds plus one. So they're fighting at 136 pounds a catch weight. They weigh in the next day, probably presumably before noon, weigh in the next day, and neither one of them. And that's the other thing. People keep talking about how Ryan is trying to drain him. I mean, I'll get to that in a second. But the next day they can only weigh 10 pounds or less. They can only rehydrate 10 pounds or less. That's what the rehydration clause stipulates. So Ryan's already over a month, in a week or whatever, he's already at the weight, the max weight he could weigh anyway. And then he still has to keep working to cut weight and maintain that, or at least cut it right before a camp to get the last few pounds or whatever. So how is this even a talking point? So it's already backfired. What old media did is, the bottom line is, they don't have a lot of faith, or they don't have enough faith. So on the chance that Tank Davis wins, who he should be the favorite in this fight, but if he wins, they want to already place their bets and already have a built-in excuse as to why Ryan lost if he loses to Tank Davis. That's what this is about. So it's a method of hating. How are you gonna make it like the rehydration clause is weight draining Tank Davis? And I see some fools going around saying stuff like that, but Ryan's already at that weight right now before the fight even starts. And he already has quotes where he said it won't be a problem. And he actually signed up and signed in for this, right? The other aspect is Tank Davis as well has to make that particular weight the next day too. It's a bilateral rehydration clause. They both have to weigh in and cannot exceed that amount. But the reason why, and I'm just letting you know how this game works, I've been in it long enough, right? The reason why people are saying it is a rehydration clause to stifle or limit or hurt Ryan Garcia, because he is the taller fighter and they know he's probably big and they want him to be able to weigh whatever he wants. But team Gervonta Davis, they're not stupid. So they nip that in the bud as the A side, that can't be the case. And that's a smart strategy, because we live in an era of boxing where, you know, they really should consider doing same day weigh-ins, because it gets to a point where some people abuse it. I remember Badu Jack, and this was way before he was a cruiserweight. So Badu Jack, back when he was at 168 maybe, right? And Badu Jack fought a guy, and the guy rehydrated 25 to 32 pounds. I forgot the exact number, overnight. He came in like 30 pounds heavier. He got stopped, but still, you know, that was just probably his class, you know what I mean? But imagine if that was someone who was actually a dope fighter, and that's what happens. We live in an era of boxing where people game the system in that way and hit the weight and then carb up, eat a bunch of pasta, eat a bunch of bread, all this type of stuff, and gain and balloon up a massive amount of weight to the point where they're 3-4 weight classes higher than the weight they're actually fighting at. Oldest trick in the book. Even Terrence Crawford, when he fought Gamboa at 135, on fight night, he weighed 155. And Gamboa is a career featherweight. And Gamboa was still able to hurt Crawford in that particular fight, even though he was ultimately knocked down like 4 times and knocked out by Terrence Crawford. So, you know, you also seen in the heavyweight division with with Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury knew Wilder got cracks, so he tried to gain a whole bunch of weight in the fight to give himself a mad advantage. So, you know, it's a smart move from Tank Davis's people. But the point of this video is, now with Ryan, see, people don't connect the dots in boxing like me. Can't leave boxing alone, the game need me. Ryan, he already took it ish on all the people who are saying that Tank is trying to weight drain him by posting that picture. He said it. He's the one that said it at the LA press conference. So it's ironic that Ryan Garcia says, "Oh, why you trying to weight drain me? Why are you trying to weight drain me?" And then, ironically enough, days later, he posts a picture of him already making the weight he has to make a month from now. So you kind of just killed that off for yourself. If you guys understand and follow the video, you ruined it. You ruined that whole narrative that was carefully handcrafted to try to hate on Gervonta Davis. It has now been foiled and ruined because Ryan decided to post a picture of his weight, and his weight is the weight he needs to weigh April 22nd, you know, in the morning. So to me, now I never was using this as an excuse. May the best man win. But just for those who were, that whole excuse, it's a dub now, because Ryan already is at weight. So it shows you that he's well within the time frame to make weight, to not go overboard and rehydrate too much, and to be a healthy, full version of himself. Because again, the naysayers, old media, the detractors, they were trying to make it as if Ryan Garcia was put in a position where this is, you know, crucial and he's not going to be able to make weight and that type of thing. Ego Weight Watchers, man, aka Ill, best in the business. And I'm out. Introducing Super Thanks. Right here on the official Boxingego YouTube. Super Thanks allows you, the viewers, to show a little bit of extra gratitude, which enables me as a full-time content creator to push out the content you need in the world of boxing. Underneath all the videos, you will see a heart with the $sign in it. You can enter any amount that you find suitable as a Super Thanks. A brand new, interactive, and colorful way to get your comments highlighted and noticed by not only myself, but other people on the YouTube platform. Super Thanks, a unique and cool way to show and applaud us full-time content creators. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content. Super Thanks. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. customized the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We working.